in the courtyard.
Okay.
And then he got out of the car, and he looked at the chateau, and so I went to see him. I was expecting him, and he says, "I know that place. You know, he hadn't been there for 40 years.
Sure. Yeah.
I know that place." And then he says to me, "You have the kitchens over there in that part of the chateau." And I say, "Yes, we still have the kitchens over there." And then we arrived just after huge bombings. So that was the bombings of the
Cobra.
Cobra. And then so I tell him that, and then I say the 29th Division. I say yes, that was. No, maybe not the 29th Division. It was which was the army?
Well, the 9th
Second.
Division Army and so the
Second.
29th Division, their army too. Both
But in
are
which army?
Second Army.
Okay.
It-
So he,
Yeah.
so it was amusing, but at the time I was looking at the books and I knew well, so I could remind him,
Yeah.
you know, the
All
different
right, yeah.
operations.
Plus-
Then he comes, he says, I went to the kitchen and I met two women, and there was a young one and then there was an old one in her 30s, because he's so much back to the and then you know the first thing he asks, I would love to take a shower. And I think that was the problem of all those. You couldn't take a shower for weeks.
That's right. We didn't take showers. There was no way to do that. All we carry out. You could bring everything you want, but you had to carry it. Not that, there's no other way. You carried it. People said, "Where'd you carry your blanket?" We never saw a blanket. And you had to make a choice. You either use the water to wash up with, or you water to drink. So, or shave. So, we used it for drink. You know, because sometimes we did have chemicals. So if we go in there, we could take that water and had some kind of chemicals that made it pure. Who knows? But anyway, we have to do that. See a brook, we would drink water. But yeah, you went, but you could carry, you know. So yeah. But you talk about the army, the division. You could be in 3 different armies. Like they needed a division to fill up this army. An army could be 3 or 4 divisions. See, and then the next time, you know, you go to the 3rd Army because they need men over there. So you could be in all of them. Over time, I was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd different times, because it just means that that's not one division, but it's like 3 or 4 divisions together. So you got a bigger general, maybe a 3-star general, and he's got 1-star generals for the others. So that's the way that works. So if he remembers that, like we change all the time. You know, sometimes the 2nd Division over here, and sometimes the 30th, 35th Division, 9th Division, back and forth, wherever they send us. You know, so, yeah. But like he knows who was here because he's looking at his information. That's information man over there. You know, he knows where to find everything.
Yeah, so you had 1st Army here. 1st Army headquarters were here. So you had General Bradley, General Hodges, General Collins. So they were here at the chateau. Now I will find you the photos. I'll log onto the archives and give you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It's a tedious process, but I'll tell you, it's really, really interesting and fun when you find them. Obviously there was some issues here about negotiating the push towards Brittany was done here.
That's why when you mentioned the 4th Division, that's why I said, "What the heck they doing here? They're supposed to go west." And so I don't know how they got here. I find it hard to believe they were here.
Oh, they were here.
But if they say they were here, they were here. But they should have been up past Carrington.
Oh no, they were down here at this time, Steve.
Yeah.
So they were here. They got here around the 30th of July.
Oh well, that was after they finished the Carrington. After they captured the Carrington Peninsula. Okay,
Once
all
they-
right,
once
that
they-
makes sense.
Once they cut them off, so they got here on the on the 24th of July.
No Cobra, yeah.
Right, 24th of July. While you guys were on the other side of St. Lo,
That's
still
right.
fighting along Martinsville Ridge.
Right, okay,
Right. So now,
that makes sense.
so here's who was here: 1st Division, 4th Division, 9th Division, 30th Division, supported by 2nd Armored and 3rd Armored Divisions. That's who was here.
Yeah, big.
And we were not here.
No, you were on the other side. Then you flanked and went south towards Tessie.
Tessie.
That's it.
This year.
And then went to Beer next.
Then you went to Veer. With you had the 28th, 29th, and 35th divisions.
Right.
So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. There was 120,000 veterans here, soldiers.
How many?
120,000. Wow.
Because each week another.
But this was headquarters.
Yeah.
Headquarters is completely separate. A lot of fighting. Well, how far is the cemetery from here? German cemetery.
Cemetery, American cemetery or?
German.
No, of Marigny.
German, not very far.
Okay. So remember, Mahini was American cemetery.
Yeah, I
Was
remember that.
American.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Germans.
Yeah.
We buried the Germans with the Americans until 1952. And then Americans were either sent home, sent to St. James, or sent to Omaha Beach Cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
And so Marigny is only German now.
All German
Yeah.
now. But this area is very, very famous for a lot of the heavy fighting outside of what the 29th were doing over on the north side of St. Lo.